they are building houses, they are buying real estate, they are doing a lot of things, right? Because the time value of money in their end is having advantage over naira. So most of the times they are investing in properties relative. Now the HNIs, these are high net worth individuals. These people, they are not buying property for the sake of making profits or for the sake of making for the sake of protecting their cash. They are buying based on their status. Right? They want to hear that, oh, they own something in Independence Layouts, or they own something in Maitama, or they own something in Lagos. Okay. In what? In Lagos is where? What's the highest? VI. So that is the kind of places they want to also hear that they own properties in Dubai. These people, you know, these people, they are already wealthy, right? They just want to brag with their mates that they own properties in this kind of locations. This kind of person, when you are selling to him, you are not selling to him, it's affordable. Down payments. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to hear down payments. Yeah. This kind of person, what he just wants is the neighborhood. He wants something close to government house. He wants something that the road is tarred and all of that, right? So the HNI, if you start talking cheap for this person, the person will leave you, right? If you start telling the person it's cheaper, but this kind of person, what he wants to hear is that it's only for the 1%, and you know he's the one he wants to be there. So this is what the HNIs. Then homeowners, I mean, the people that need properties for shelter, people that want to come back, they are tired of staying, or they are tired of coming to hotels when they come back from abroad. They want to own a home, right? So these are what homeowners. This one they are looking for a place that people are already living, a place that is secure, and all of that. Now, you see that each of these categories of people have their own pain points, or have their own problems that they need you to solve, right? For an investor, he's looking for a property that he will buy cheap and sell high for profit, right? For cash protection, security. So these people have different problems they want to use properties to solve. But the problem now is, what you are going to be offering, is it valuable to any of them, right? What you are going to be saying, is it valuable to any of them? And that is where your content comes to play, right? For you to be able to communicate to this person, you should be talking in this person's language. If you are talking to a cash protector, you should be using his own language, right? You have a particular message that is going to each and one of them. And that is where content is supposed to be. So most times, if you don't understand all of this, right, you can't start doing things randomly. You just keep doing Hello Smart Investors every single day. At the end of the day, you are not solving anybody's problem. But if you sit down and analyze, for instance, Nigerians in diaspora, why I used to focus on these people is that these people can be any of these diasporans, they can be investors, they can be cash protectors, they can be HNIs, they can also be homeowners. So what can you do now? You focus on their problem. What is useful to them? For people that have been scammed, this is where your content teaches it. How to avoid scam when buying land. Things you need to know before buying any land. Before you make any payment, do this. Right? This is where your content is now coming to play. So it is in delivering this content that they will not see it valuable for them. That is why most times I don't do random content. If you just wake up and say, I feel like doing this, are you your target audience? Right? Your target is what? To attract what? Nigerians in diaspora that will be able to buy your properties. And you will now wake up, you come and start talking anyhow on your camera. It doesn't make sense. Because that's why a lot of people, they are creating content, they are doing a lot of things, but nobody is reaching out to them. Do you understand? So when you focus on solving a particular problem to a particular audience, you'll be able to attract that audience to yourself, and they'll start reaching out to you because you are giving value to them.
Is that silly?
I beg. Androids. Right? So, becoming a person of value is positioning yourself as an authority, an expert, and a person of trust that people can reach out to and work with. So for you to become a person of value, authority, and all of that, you should be able to solve the problem of a particular audience. And that is when they will consider you as being useful to them. So here's what I mean. If you want to attract Nigerians in diaspora, for instance, what you should be focusing on is their problem. Right? What is the problem of someone that wants to invest in you? He has been hearing of scam. So that thing now will withdraw him from buying. He has the money, but that is going to withdraw him. So imagine that your messages or your content is now focused on talking about how they can avoid scam. Right? Or what to do before they buy. Or after buying, what they should do to avoid losing their land. All these messages will now attract, they will not be like, okay, this person wants to help me. And that is the act of selling without what? Selling. The act of selling without selling is coming in as somebody that wants to help someone without offering anything in return. So let's take for instance, nobody rejects help, right? Nobody rejects help. Imagine that I know that you're struggling with something, right? Or you needed help with something, and I now come and tell you that, oh, I saw that you needed this. In case you want to buy, what will I use now? Okay, let me use myself for instance. I wanted to buy an iPhone, right? And I had to go on YouTube and watch a couple of videos concerning iPhone. Right? Do you know that after going through some of their videos, I reached out to one. The person that was teaching what to check when you want to buy an iPhone, what to do this when you want to buy an iPhone. Right? What if you see this, you know that it's a fake iPhone. Do you understand? Yeah. So at the end of it, I just went to their shop. It's just that they did not have the particular iPhone I wanted. And they referred me to another place where I finally got the iPhone. So that's what happened in property. For somebody that is based in that place, he knows that he will buy a property. He will buy a property. But if you are not coming in the place of helping this person, if you are not coming in the place of helping this person, right, they will leave you to meet somebody that they feel like the person is helping them. Right? So this is where we are going to the third step. Right? I've talked about becoming a person of value. Hope we got that.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get how to become value? Being valuable is just being
position yourself as a person of value.
That you want to serve. So number 3 is now mastering the part of content video content creation. So over time, I've been able to understand few things about content creation. And that is what I'm going to be sharing now, because I believe that most of us have been creating content. How many of us have not created content? Okay, you don't like creating video content. You've created video content. How many of us have never created video content? Those online. Anybody online have not created video content before. Now, video content is actually powerful because it is this video content that is going to help you to become this person that you're talking about, person of value. So, video content. So with video content, you can use to express yourself and pass and communicate the value you have for your audience. Instead of writing, imagine that we're in this training now, or those that are watching me online, and I'm writing it. I'm writing this training. Won't you get tired? Sometimes you may not even understand how I feel. You may not even understand my energy. So video content will help you to communicate your energy. It will also help you to express yourself. And that is why a lot of people now are making money from what? Video content. I've seen a couple of people that started video content, especially on TikTok. You see them, they'll start very shabby. Before you know it, they're already traveling around because of what? Video content. And people have gotten series of deals. People have multi-million-dollar companies using what? Video content. Video content will help you to build trust faster. Right? It will also help you to do these three things. It will help you to eat. Now, not eating in the place of food, but it will help you to show what? Expertise. Right? It will help you to show what? Expertise. And then it will also help you to what? Build what? Authority. And then finally,
Gain trust.
Remember, we're in the business of what? People. For somebody to trust you with his 1 million naira, the person must know where you are coming from. The person must know that that they can trust you with that. Now, especially in this case of, if you're starting out real estate, there are chances that the people that know you will not buy from you. See finish first. They know when you were growing up. Is it not this girl that I used to push it to go and bath? Right? The see finish is there. They are what? Warm audience. God has your warm audience. They already know you. They are the people telling you, keep up the good work. Ride on. Those people, they are what? Their warm audience. But if you want to build business, and in real estate, most of the people that are going to do business with you are what? Pure strangers. Strangers. So how will you attract a stranger to know you, like you, and trust you to do business with you? The fastest way to do that is what? Videos. Because when you show up often and share that value we're talking about, right? when you are not teaching people about real estate. A lot of people don't know about real estate. Somebody recently asked me, why should they invest in real estate? I said, all these things have been doing since 2022. Till now, somebody still asking me why they should invest in real estate. So that's why I don't get tired of making those kind of videos. Because I know that the people that saw it then are not the same people that will see it now. And it will also attract a different audience to me. Right? So when you focus on teaching about real estate, land sizes, plot land document, most of these people don't know all of these things. What they should invest in real estate, what is even real estate to start with. A lot of people don't know what real estate is. How does it even work? Right? One of my colleagues then, just where I worked, he reached out to me and said, this my real estate stuff, how does it actually work? And the thing just rang bell in my head. I said, let me do this video. There are other people that are watching me that don't even know what real estate is about. Right? And that is why you should pay attention to the questions people are asking you and to your messaging. If you are making videos and people are not coming to you, it means that they have not understood what you are saying. Or they are not understanding your message. So what do you need to do? You need to come back and sit down and analyze your message and find a way to communicate it like you are communicating it to a person per time. Do you understand?
Yes.
So let me put it this. Let me just with this. So with videos, you can show what expertise. By the time you are teaching people about real estate, teaching them stuff, they will obviously see you as what? As an expert, right? Yeah. And then authority. You also build authority. Now, for you to be able to attract people to do business with you, you have to be a person of authority, right? It means that somebody that knows something well enough that they can trust to make decisions with their heart and their words. So how will you build authority? You build authority through your what? Teachings. Right? Yeah. Remember that in school we trust our teachers more because they teach us a lot. And people like people that teaches them. So if you are able to teach people what they don't know about real estate or about what you do, you are certainly going to what? Become a person of what? Authority. Then finally, trust. If you keep showing up, talking about the same thing over and over again, right? Creating different types of video content. Creating different types of video content will actually what? Build trust. So let's take for instance, if people keep seeing you over and over again, remember I said that, please help me check the comments. Emma?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you keep showing up, people will start getting to know you. Remember, people buy from who? People they know, like, and what? Trust. So your content will help people to get to know you. This is where we now talk about different types of content that you're supposed to be creating. Remember, all these things we are talking about is to help you to attract what? Attention, these 1,000 people, or people that are going to help you to achieve your goal that you set from the beginning, right? So, with your content, where you showcase when you go to site, right? When you, what else? Maybe when you come for training like this, right? When you showcase all of this, you are helping these strangers, maybe the Nigerians in diaspora, to get to know you, right? They will know that, oh, you are into what? Real estate. Number two is that they get to like you. So people may like how you talk, or how you communicate, or how you do your stuff. And that is why when creating content, it is also good that you communicate the things that you know, or the things that you like. Because it also helps you to attract those kind of people to you. And people will do business with you when they like you, right? And then trust. This is where you are now when you show yourself often and often, people get to what? Start trusting you. And that is why I don't advise anybody to quit. Because imagine that by the time you are doing all of this, you are trying to build all of these things, and they are there halfway, you not stop. I just know that this guy was going to quit, right? Or this person is not serious. So mastering the art of content creation. So now I begin to I have understood that what your content should be doing is inspiring people and then solving their problem. Inspiring people and what? Solving their problems. So imagine that, okay, remember that marketing is all the activities that you carry out to create awareness for your product and getting people to buy that product. So if your content is not inspiring a particular audience, remember we have what? Your target audience. So if you are focused on Nigerians in diaspora, your content should be able to inspire them to be interested in real estate. Right? This is where you now think outside the box. This is where you are talking about investment. This is where you are talking about retirement plan, right? These are the things that you can be talking about that will help them towards get them interested in your product. Also, you showcase them what they like. Most times, for Nigerians in diaspora, they would like to see the city where they grew up. So if you are operating in a particular city, for instance, we're in Enugu, right? How often do you showcase Enugu? People have reached out to me. Somebody recently rented an apartment, and he came to thank me for making him relocate his people to Enugu because of my videos. So most times I do drive-through videos where I just drive around, showcase independence layout to this place, from here to here, from here to here. You know, they start getting interested in the city. They start feeling like, oh, this place is actually developing. This is not the Enugu I used to know, right? This place have opened. You know, you are now inspiring what? Their interest in Enugu. Recently, I've been getting people that have reached out to me because I've been talking about independence layout and the new independence layout. Right? What I'm doing, that all these things I was doing, is to get these people attracted and interested in investing in the new independence layout. Because I have a goal, right? So when you have a goal, you sit down and state a strategy that is going to help you to achieve that goal. So for me to attract these people, right? For me to attract these people, I have to do something that is going to get them interested in what I am doing. And the truth is that from the pyramid, about 67% are not interested in what you are doing. This is a sales pyramid. 3% are ready to buy now, right? They say 17%, they know they need a product, but they are not, okay, 17% they have researched about the product, and they know they will need it one day. Then these people, they know they need it, but they are not yet ready. 20, this is 20. Yes, about 20 people here. 30%. And the remaining 60%. They don't know about your products. Right? They don't know about it. This real estate that you have been hammering. They don't even know about it. So how will you get somebody? And most times, see where our messaging is going to. So this 3%. Price is changing tomorrow. Is this 3%? Come and buy now. Is this 3%? It's 5 minutes from the airport. Is this 3% we are talking to? Right? But what Instead of focusing on this higher percentage of people that are not interested in real estate. So what your content should do is to get them to become what? Interested. So when you see most of these people, you've seen people like Alex Hormozi. How many of us know Alex Hormozi? Alex and his wife. Most of them, somebody like Cody Sanchez. Yes, Cody Sanchez. Most of these people, they have built their business based on what? Content marketing or video content. But what they're focused on is talking about a particular thing that you get interested and want to do business with them. They focus more on business owners. So some business owner that doesn't even know that they have a problem, they will talk about it in such a way that you become interested that, so this is even a problem, and I don't even know about it. You want to subscribe to whatever they're saying. So your message should be strong enough that it's going to attract people that don't even know that they needed real estate. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So recently I've been talking about new independence layouts, talk about independence layouts, talk about Enugu, what is happening in Enugu generally. Most of us, the way you can build authority is by knowing everything or giving updates about the city you are in. Some people, before they buy property, they buy from another realtor, but they want me to be involved. Why? Because they know that I'm a person of authority, right? They feel like I know everything that is happening in the real estate because of the kind of videos I do. So your content is not tied to one part of come and buy, come and buy. You should be able to give updates about the city you are in, right? All these recent happenings that here and there. You're in real estate. Don't you know that all these things are going to affect real estate? So by the time you show yourself talking about these things, you become what? A person of authority that people will always want to reach out to. And that is that these news and updates you are giving, we also get people that are not interested in Enugu before now to be interested. Right? Yesterday night, somebody called me. The person said me and said, the number they show that is from Canada. So the man was like, Jessica, what's the recent update that is happening in Enugu now? You know, he used speed, he said, say now they give us updates. Not that kind of thing. So immediately he now called me. I started telling him, say yes. He said he's coming back by August. We have to do. So this is what your content should be doing. You should be inspiring people to be interested in your city. So when you get them to be interested in your city well enough, that is when they can reach out to you for a property. And that is when you now bring your property to solve that problem. Do you understand? So when you are telling them to come, see things are happening in showcasing the road that is going on, talking about the update. Recently, they commissioned stadium, right? They say they are revamping stadium, they are rebuilding it, something like that. Nobody has talked about that stuff well enough. Because if you are rebuilding that place, it means more players will be coming to Enugu to play. Right? Taking people to come into Enugu. So it's not for you to sit and analyze it. And thank God for ChatGPT. Sometimes I'll just give it my thoughts to just arrange it. I'll just understand it and then I'll shoot the video. Do you understand? Yeah. So this is what you're supposed to be doing. Get people to be interested in what you are doing. If you are waiting for these 3% and 17%, right? It will be taking you longer to achieve your goal. Right? But if you inspire these people well enough, they are the best that you can deal with. There was a time I talked about retirement plan for Nigerians in diaspora. Talked about it severally. And I got somebody that said, oh, she will start investing for retirement. She'll retire in 3 years' time. I think she hasn't been buying properties. That anytime she tries to buy properties, her siblings will discourage her. And you know, most of these families, that's what they do. And when you come back, you come and become like them. You don't have any property anywhere. You are not collecting rent from anywhere. Meanwhile, you have spent your entire years in diaspora. Taking care of them. And when you now come back, you will not be there. You will not become like them again. So when I was talking about it, she was inspired. Do you understand? That is why everything is not about selling. So all these things I'm doing is to help. Right? And that is what I call the art of selling without what? Selling. So instead of me to come and start telling you, hey, we have this property here, it is few minutes from here, 30 minutes from here, and a pull away from my leg. They are not seeing the need. And people buy for their own reason. People buy for their own reason and then justify, they buy out of emotions and justify with logic. So the goal now is now what? To inspire what? That emotion, trigger that their emotion. For that woman, she has started paying for properties. Right? So this is how to what? Inspire what? Their interest. If not, she would have not even known that she would have thought about it. And that kind of person is easier. Just tell her, this is this. And because you have tried to help her, she will trust you. They can trust you. I know when they trust you, they can refer others. So you may even hit your goal in 1 month and be going, because they will not refer maybe other people like them that pays attention to them. They'll say, my friend, I also tell my friend to buy. Right? We have been here for a while. They'll start even telling you their life stories. Right? That is what your content is supposed to be doing. So those kind of people, these people, they won't stress you much. For this percent, they won't stress you. If they will just say, hope is genuine, or just say that it's you that I know, it's you that I trust, that kind of thing. These are this percentage. So at every point, your content should be able to attract people. That is why I like video content. It will attract your desired audience to you based on the message that you are passing. Do you understand? If you keep talking about come and buy, or your message is not always like talking to a particular people will keep swiping your content. They'll watch it, they will leave. That's why you see so many. And then I don't believe in all these viral content because they don't attract your audience. You see, that's why you see so many influencers with thousands of followers. They can't sell anything to that audience because these people just follow based on the vibes. But when you sit down, choose a particular audience, talk about their problem, inspire interest in them, they'll be reaching out to you. And before you know it, you create a community that will even be checking up on you when you do not post. Seriously, somebody will send me a message, Jacinta, you have not posted for 2. Somebody was even counting that I've not given them drive-through for 2 weeks now. I was like, See, it came to my post. So that period, I was just posting, come and buy. So the man came and said, Jacinta, you have not given us drive-through for 2 weeks now. And the thing was just dawned on me. I went to my channel and I checked. I said, it's true. I've not posted drive-through where I showcase the town for them. So it is with that you're building a community. That person, he may not have the money to buy, but if you see when you talk about real estate, he will mention my name. And that should be part of your goal. Right? Your goal should be that when they're mentioning people in real estate, your name should be there. Or if somebody wants to think about real estate, they should mention your name. So this paying attention to this percentage is very important. Content should be at every point is talking to a particular person. If you do random content, you get a random result. right? You do random things to get random results. So your content always after teaching, right? After teaching, you can inspire their interest. So I've talked about how you can inspire their interest, right? This is where you showcase the city, right? Recently I did a content concerning five restaurants you can visit in Enugu. It's affordable. And I think I was going to buy food that day, and I just made that video. And somebody came to tell me, oh, I visited the person said, I normally visit Ntachi, but let me try out others that I have just mentioned. Right? So all those things I'm doing is that I stay top of mind, right? And then when they are ready to invest, right, they will reach out to me. Alright. So inspire interest by showcasing the city, by talking about what is happening in the city. Showcasing the word city and talking about the things that are happening in the city. You should be able to be giving updates. People should know you that if anything in real estate now, let me call this lady, or let me call this guy, let me call this my guy. Do you understand? I was on an inspection one day, then one of my clients called me. I don't know that he was having a meeting with his group, and they were saying, alright. Then when you are teaching, so after inspiring their interest, that's why sometimes I talk outside real estate. So when I'm showcasing the city, I'm not actually saying come and invest or come and buy my properties. I'm showcasing what Enugu is and why Enugu is the hotspot now in the whole of Southeast. These are kind of videos that's going to get people attracted to you. There's a video I did about why Igbos are relocating to Enugu. And that video had attraction. So most times you think about the audience you want to attract, and then imagine what they will be looking out for. So many Igbos have been investing in places like Abuja, Lagos, but they are scared to come to Enugu. They feel like Enugu is still village, right? So what do? You come up with content. Do content about Enugu. Showcase Enugu. Talk about the things that the government have done in the last 2 years. If clips of these things and overlay it in your videos. When you see, if you do that video, like how does it speak that?
Consecutive.
Consistent. Oh. If you do that kind of video consistently, you are going to attract people that want to invest in you. Right? So when you now attract them, that's when you now educate them. So some of them have not bought properties before. You now start educating them how lands appreciate in Enugu, right? Places that you can invest in Enugu now for huge returns, right? Available lands for sale in Enugu. This is where your properties now are going to come in. But you have already grabbed an audience. And that's what most of these marketers do online. Most of these big marketers that are making a lot of money, that build, people like Alex Hamouz, I was just mentioning. What they do is that they will talk about your problem, inspire your interest, and then before you know it, a lot of people have gathered. And then they will not sell something to them. So that is what your content is supposed to be doing. You should be able to build a community with your content. Right? That is why it's also good that you pay attention to what they're asking you. Pay attention to what they're asking you. So when you pay attention to what they're asking you, you'll be able to sell to them easier than when you're the one always talking. Are we following so far? So with your content, you become a person of value, you become a person of authority, right? You become a person of what? Trust. So becoming a person of trust here now is when you now showcase, when the people that you have handled before now. I mean, but if you are starting out, you don't have any track record, I always suggest that you attach yourself with a company. People are going for allocation, you follow them, make videos of their allocation, show them, because nobody wants to work with you as the first time or as the first person. They want to see that you have been working with a lot of people, right? Even the Bible stated that he that has what? More will be given. And he that does not have, what will happen? Even the little one that you have will be taken from you. It's what used to happen in Enugu here. You see Enugu people, they will see one particular Okpa woman, queue will line up like this. And you want to buy you, there's another Okpa person beside that one. You will not go to that one. You will still park your car and come and join the queue. You don't know whether it's sweet or not, but because of that law, he that has what? More will be given. So how will you show people that you have? If you're always saying that you don't have, how will people know that you have? And how will they give you more? Do you understand? And Bible also said that if the greatest amongst you, when the disciples were asking Jesus, who is the greatest amongst you? So the greatest amongst you is what? The servant of what? Many. So how will you attract this many to yourself? It's through testimonial videos. If you help the client purchase a property, talk about it. If you sold any property, talk about it. Some people don't like to post proof of payment, which is okay. But the other ways you can show that people are working with you, right? Even if you don't have clients, you attach with people that have clients to go for inspections. And you make videos. Oh, today we brought our client. It's our client, right?
Yes.
You are not lying. So today we brought our clients to see this property safe and come and pick your plots. Or today we are locating our clients again. So when you showcase those things, people see that people are working with you, and they will not want to now miss out into working with you. Do you understand? So showcase that people are working with you in different angles. I do that in different angles. I do that in signing of documents. I do that when clients want me to deliver his or her documents abroad. I showcase the process, everything, I announce it, right? Because if you don't talk about it, nobody is going to talk about it for you. And nobody will know that people are working with you. So always find a way to show people that people are working with you. And those kind of videos sells faster than when you are marketing a particular property. Imagine that you have attracted these people. They want to see that people are working with you. Right? So always find ways to show that people are what? Working with you. If not, they will come to me they will come to me like showcasing that. I will attract more of them. Do you get? Some people say, oh, I don't want to talk about it so that they will not be you. Anybody that will be you, block the person because of your business. Because first, the person is not even your target audience. So because of the receipt I posted, and I posted so, and then came to me to beg me for 1 million naira. Do you understand? So if you feel like people don't do things based on what people will say or what people will feel, you'll be sabotaging yourself. Right? If you keep doing things, like for this content we are talking about now, you say, hey, maybe the guys laugh at me. You will not post your videos. Meanwhile, your guys cannot give you 1 million. Can they?
They cannot.
Even 2K like you go explain tire why you need 2K. Do you understand? See what it is? Like this one just shoot. Even the 2K, you explain why you need a 2K before they send it to you. So when you understand that Your only way out of where you are right now is video content and practicing it and actually doing it will save you. Then you will not pay attention to those people. When I started real estate, most of my classmates, I mean, I studied real estate, right? But I mean, most of my classmates, they don't even believe in the industry because they feel like they were telling me that Jessica, maybe that's the teachers for school, better go and find something doing. Do you get? So that time, when I posted my first video, everybody laughed. That's when I just exited from the group first. I left that group. Till today, I'm not in that group. But most of them, they weren't reaching out to me. Have fun and teach us this thing, show us the way. Right? They laughed then. But what did I block? And I exited. Because I know that the only thing that is going to take me out of this situation or this stage of my life is this content I'm going to do. And there's always a first time to everything, which is including your content. When you are starting your content, people, you will not even like how you look first. Some of us. Then, sometimes you will not even like how you sound. If you remember the first day they gave you a microphone to talk in the church, in front of people. You know, when they gave you that microphone, and you said hello, your voice felt what? Different. Same thing that is going to be when you start content. You'll be looking different. Everything will be different. And your body, you know, our brain don't like anything that will stress it. So just be like, no, this is not us. This is not us. And you know what will happen? If you listen to your brain, that is called what? Imposter syndrome. If you listen to it, it will keep you stuck at that particular place. Right? But if you understand that there's something called growth, and it means that you have to actually move from where you are, start practicing the activities that's going